final outcome of that second citizenship is his passport. Okay, so people don't just get citizenships just to be a citizen of another country. The main benefit that they are seeking by getting a second citizenship is that they get a second passport with that second citizenship, and that passport is stronger than their passport. What do I mean by stronger? It means more visa-free access to more countries. And that is the main reason why people get second citizenships. Now, there's other benefits too, as well, like banking, like opening up a business, which some countries, maybe like Iran, Pakistan, or surrounding countries, are unable to do because of sanctions. So it opens up the door for the person in several different ways, which the main reason is travel and then business and then banking, of course.
Right, right. So the question, the answer was very, very satisfactory. But I have a relevant question. Why? What does a typical application involve when applying for such kind of service?
Well, the most important thing that all the countries that offer the CBI programs ask for is international Interpol background check on the individual that is applying, so that they make sure that the individual that's applying is not on any blacklist in the Interpol or any financial intelligence units. And this is the most important thing because they want to make sure that they're giving their country's citizenship to somebody who is clean and who really got their sources of income from a clean place, not someone who is a criminal or who's laundered money. So that's the main thing, right? The other stuff is just regular information that is needed for any application. Information about the person, information about the person's parents. So simple documents like passport, birth certificate, citizenship certificate, and other documents will all provide that information automatically. But the main thing and the most important thing is the criminal history check and the background check.
Right, right. But there are several programs you're mentioning. How do I choose the best program for me, depending on what
You know
factors?
what? Every program is different. Every program has a different price. Every program has a different timeline. Okay, so it all depends on what the customer wants, right? So uh, most of these programs offer visa-free access to Europe and the United Kingdom, but some of them, for example, they offer also free visa access to Russia or China, right? Whereas other ones don't. And then some of them might give you the passport in less than 60 days, but some of them take at least 6 months. Some of them start at 100,000, some of them are at $150,000. So that's again a very general question. You have to see what the customer is looking for, what is their needs, what is their personal lifestyle, and then you have to suggest them a program based on what their needs are, not on the price, not on what commission the agent gets. It's all about what the client needs and what is their use for the passport, and you tailor that program specifically to and for the client.
Right, right. So, depending on, for example, how will my second citizenship benefit my children and my business, to be in particular?
Well, this is one thing you should know, that this is a first class citizenship. So most of these programs are first class citizenships. What I mean by that is that it gets passed on to your children and their children, and then, infinite, just like any other citizen from that country would have the right of. How it would benefit your children, again, is a very general question, but some examples that I could give you are, for example, your children can go and study anywhere in the world without applying for a visa. Your children can travel the world and get involved in the international community and live there in most cases. Whereas someone who's regularly from Pakistan, for example, would have to go through vigorous and very long visa processes that are very complicated and most of the time lead to rejection.
Right, right. But what should I prepare for before changing or renouncing my birth citizenship, means Pakistani citizenship?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
What should I prepare before changing or renouncing my birth citizenship?
You don't have to renounce your original birth citizenship. Now, some countries, I understand, have a rule and a law that says that they cannot be dual citizens. But keep in mind that all these programs are very secretly done and very confidential. So you getting a second citizenship in any of these countries will not be reported to your home country, and therefore you don't have to renounce your original citizenship if you don't want to, or if the law forbids you to. So yeah.
Of course, that's a great news for me, by the way. But what are the various ways of obtaining a citizenship? Is this the only route you're talking about?
What do you mean it's the only route? I don't understand what you mean.
Going for is like are do all countries offer citizenship? Like I'm talking about every country, for example, like Muslim countries like Malaysia, like Dubai. Every country is offering citizenship, or is only European countries, or you're
No,
talking
of
about Russia?
course,
Like
it's specific countries that offer it by investment, which means you make an investment, whether it's a contribution to the government, or a investment in real estate, and then you get in return citizenship. So that's what that actually is. I mean, not all countries in the world do it. There's only a select number of countries who do it over the table, and then there's some countries that do it under the table, which is not, which what I mean is they don't advertise it, right? But the countries we're talking about are the countries who just come out on the table, advertise it, and the program is public and it's marketed widely.
they're talking about investment. Is it that only real estate that I can invest in? Like, I mean, I'm trying to ask, what are the
No,
ways in
most
which
of
I
the
can invest?
programs are donations, so you just give money to the government. You don't get that back. The government takes that money and puts it towards, projects inside the country that benefit the country, and then in return you get a citizenship. And then there's some countries that also offer real estate. There's nothing like you can invest in business or something like that. No.
Right, right. I have just some basic couple of questions left to ask you. How do government conduct the background checks, by the way?
How do the countries? They have special investigations units who they support and they give the money to, and they are the ones who are professionals in doing the background checks. So it's special institutions who do the background checks on the clients, and they're mostly related to Interpol.
Right, right. But my last question is there are countries who are offering like investment programs in which you can buy actually property. Is buying property for citizenship a good value, by the way?
No, to be honest, it's not the best value. I mean, you got to understand, right? You're buying real estate and you're getting something for free. So, I mean, it's probably not the best real estate option in the world, okay? But you have to understand what you're getting in return, right? A citizenship, which could be, priceless for somebody who wants that and is going to benefit them in a lot of ways. So obviously, if someone's looking just for a house, then they can find a lot better deals in much other more countries. But if they just want to get the citizenship as well as a side deal and not just donate their money and have their money disappear into the country, then it's a good option, right? Because you're getting something at least back for that money that you're giving.
Right. Anyway, this citizenship thing is not a new thing now. Like people are into it for like over a decade now. So what else should I know about this citizenship? My last two is this.
Well, you should know that it's constantly evolving. There's constantly new countries who are coming to the table and offering it, and it's something that is going to be in more of a demand in the future because the world is really dividing, right? People who cannot gain the benefits of the Western world, they can't, and the people who can, they can. So people want to be part of that international community. They want to be able to do things. They want to be able to travel everywhere, just like everyone else in the West does. So it's more in demand, and more people are starting to do it because of the pandemic. They realize that what of a benefit it has for their family to be able to travel freely and be where they want to be.
Right. That's very kind of you, sir. I think this information is really helpful for me because I've been looking for somebody who could answer these questions and a reliable source,
Where did
basically.
you
Thank
find
you.
their
That's
number,
very
by
kind
the
of you.
way?
Sir, I was looking for some. I looked up on your website and then I contacted you through your Skype ID.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. So you search us on Skype?
Yes, yes, that's right. Sir, may I know your full name, please?
It's Amir or Sandy.
Amir for Sandy, right. Sir, right now you're based in which country in particular?
We are in Canada.
All right, all right. So what is the best way to reach you if anybody has a query regarding like wants to apply or from Pakistan in particular?
Yeah, they can go on our website or they can reach us on Instagram or just on our WhatsApp or Telegram or Signal number or Skype. It's +1 613 801 0202.
80102.
Yes, it's +1 is the code, so Canadian and American phone code, and then 613 801 0202.
02. And you are basically the CEO or the marketing manager of the company right now?
I'm the chief executive officer, so I'm the CEO.
Perfect, perfect. So that's really, really very kind of you. And I think this, your time was very precious. And thank you so much for your time, sir.
You're welcome. And if you have any other questions or if you have any agencies in Pakistan that want to work with us, we have many great deals, and we can give very good commission to them. It's about 40 or $50,000 of commission for every client that they refer to us. And also, if you have agencies there that just want to go to Europe, like they have clients that want to go to Europe, they want to migrate to Europe or the UK, we can also do that for them for a much cheaper price, and get them there guaranteed successfully. And all payment will be given after we reach them there. So it's a very good deal. And we're almost one of the only ones that can do that and guarantee that.
For sure, sir. I will definitely get back to you if I have any other customer or query regarding that.
Okay, bye now.
Thank you.